What's up, my fellow fitness freaks, and welcome to this really nice rooftop stretching session. It's not super sunny, but it's still super nice and warm, and a nice breeze is going. So yeah, let's get started. First we inhale and we exhale, and we inhale and we exhale. Walk to the front here, right, into a tabletop position with your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath the hips, right? And then what we're going to do is we're going to like roll our back. Doesn't matter what side you're starting with, we're going to roll it the other side next. Roll, warming up that back, and let's switch sides. Roll, roll, and roll. Now reach through here with your arm, right, palm down, and bring that shoulder towards the floor into a nice shoulder stretch. You can of course always pause the video and hold every stretch as long as you like. And then we do the other side, right, always both sides. So good. Nice shoulder stretch, slight back twist. And tap again, walk a little bit out, and let's get into a modified cobra pose here. A modified cobra pose, I say, because like a normal cobra pose, your hips will be down and your elbows slightly bent, but I always prefer to have my arms straight and have the hips hanging there for a more intense stretch of the back. Let's put it like that. Then tuck your toes from here, tuck your toes, and into a plank. And from that plank, you want to get into a down dog, aligning your arms with your back, right? Arms with the back, straight arms, straight back, bum up there, straighten the legs if you can, and then heels to the mat. If you cannot get the heels to the mat, don't worry about it. One day you'll be able to do that if you keep stretching. And then heels off the mat as high as you can and as far down again, and up and down, up and down. Now bring one leg to the front here, right next to your hands, into a nice deep lunge. Bounce a little bit. If you feel strong today, you could get up here, balance for a moment, and then down again, foot back, down dog. Few breaths here. If you feel like it, walk it out, lifting one heel off the mat and then the other one, right? And like that, most of you should be able to bring those heels down to the mat. And then the other foot comes to the front into a deep lunge here, bouncing a little bit if you like. Get hair out of your mouth if you have hair in your mouth. And again, if you feel strong, you could come up here and balance for a moment. Great exercise to work on your splits. And then down, down, back, knees down, and get into a child's pose for a moment, right? Sitting back here, arms up, arms in the front, and then if you want to, rotate those palms up for a more intense shoulder stretch here. Hands to the front, bum stays up there, and we are in a puppy pose, stretching the shoulders once more. You could lift your legs off the mat if you want to, your knees obviously not, but your feet, I mean. And up. Shake out those arms, those fingers, right? And then I want you to come into a comfy position here for a moment, right? A comfy position. And then rotate your head towards one side. And then towards the other side. Whee. Get hair out of your mouth with the wind. It's kind of tricky, kind of tricky. And now we're gonna stretch the legs and also the hips a little bit. So you're sitting here in that position where that front leg is bent. Or that front leg, doesn't matter if it's like, it's not a front leg, one leg is bent. Let's put it like this, one leg is bent, your weight is mostly on that leg. You can sit down on both of your bum cheeks, but you can also come like completely on that leg so that the other bum cheek is up in the air. And then I would like you to like extend and bend that leg, right? You can do that like this. I hope you can see me. Up, and maybe you have to do that down here, which is also totally fine, right? See what you can do. If you're able to get your leg fairly up here, the next step would be to grab your calf or your thigh and like help your leg a little bit here, right? You could also just use one hand and use the other one for balance. And the next step here is, right, you put the other hand behind to support yourself so you don't fall back or don't roll back, and then you grab the heel, but that's just for the really flexible people, and you grab the heel and you extend, right? Tap down and extend, down and extend. Hold it there for a moment. You can like push it higher up even, right? Push a little bit out of the hip, push it up and push and down. And we're going to do the other side. Same thing here. You can sit on both of your bum cheeks, but it's totally fine to just stay on one. And then at first, you can have your hands wherever. And then I want you to just lift and lower that other leg. And maybe you're down here, or again, maybe you're higher up. And if you're higher up, you know what's coming next. And yeah, if you're not higher up, you can keep doing that exercise, right? Just to strengthen and stretch a little bit. But if you're higher up, grab your thigh or your calf and up. With both hands or just with one, while you use the other one on the floor to not lose your balance here. Up and up, right? And if this was easy, the next exercise, again, one hand behind, you grab the heel of that other leg and up and tap down, up and down, up and down. Few more. And up and down and up. Hold it and push. Push up. Push higher up out of the hip. Up. A little bit up with the leg. And 3, 2, 1. And down. Bring the soles of your feet together, hands around the feet here, roll the shoulders back, straight back, butterfly pose, flap those legs up and down. And if you're up here, totally normal. If you're a beginner, but the more flexible hips and legs you've got, the lower you can go here. So yeah, flexibility takes time, right? If you just embarked on your flexibility journey, it might take a few weeks until you feel way more flexible, but there's a moment that it's happening fast, right? If you really stick to it, at some point you will notice, oh my gosh, I'm so much more flexible than I used to be, so much more. Now, last exercise. Bring those legs to the front here, right? And we want to do a forward fold. So when you do a forward fold, you don't want to fold your head up here and your back goes back. You want to go with a straight leg, with a straight back as long as possible. You can flex your feet, you can point them, whatever feels better for you right now, right? So you inhale, and when you exhale, you come to the front with a fairly straight back. And you always think about getting the chest towards the knees, never the head, right? Always chest first. And with that, with leading with your chest, you're gonna have that correct positioning of your spine. So inhale, exhale. Oof. Touch your feet or your knees or wherever you can. Again, inhale, exhale. Once more. Inhale, exhale, and go as low as you can. You can round your back at some point if you want to point those feet. And balance a little bit. Dip, dip, dip. And up. And that's it already for today. It was a nice short session. I hope you did like it. If you did, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Check out the live streams and the other videos. And thank you so much. See you on the next one.